Welcome to another bedhead edition. I'm just not feeling it today. And yes, I will go pick up my Walmart groceries just like this. They don't see me, and you know what? I have known them people long enough to know they don't care. You that have been with me, y'all know y'all get this sometimes. I don't even apologize because it's how it is. I was looking when I sat down. I looked over here and my face is flushed, and I have been active this morning, but I'm pink anyway. But I'm flushed, and I don't know if my blood pressure's up or I don't know, because normally it stays with all the blood pressure medicine I take. It stays good, so I don't know if it's because I've been puttering around already. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here and relax and talk to y'all a minute. I have my scary coffee. It's grocery haul day. I can't pick up my Walmarts until 1 o'clock. 9 o'clock is my time. I reserved it. I got 9 o'clock. I got busy over here with supper, with David going to work and everything, and I didn't get the grocery order put in. When I went back to get it put in, it was gone. 1 o'clock was the earliest I could get. So I hate that too. By then I'm tired, and I'm too tired to put the groceries up, and then I have to film it, and then I've been up all day and I'm tired on top of that, so it messes up my day. I don't think Walmart got the memo. I'll have to check into that. I told you on my meal plan that I would tell you about my Costco experience. The jury's still out on if I like it or not. First of all, it's huge. It is, I don't know if all of them are this big, but oh my gosh, it is way yonder too big for me to walk in one trip. I told Holly if we go back, that'll be the only thing we do that day, because we had went to Trader Joe's first, and that's a 20-minute drive, and then we shopped, and then a 20-minute drive home, and then we come in and unloaded, got back in the car, and it was probably good maybe half hour to get to the Costco, and shopped. I could only get around half the store. I don't even know if I got half of the store. I didn't see any of the non-food, not a single row of the non-food, and I was wanting to look at their kitchen section, because I always find something cool at the warehouse stores, you know. Like I need some more kitchen stuff. Send help. Anyway, I didn't get none of that. Well, we got there and we started going in, and she said we had to go over, you know, through the other side to get our membership. Well, I couldn't take a buggy. She wouldn't let me take a buggy over there. Which I don't know why, because people over there, all of them have buggies, because that's where you exit the store. So I had to stand there without support. That irritated me. Sorry. That probably irritated you. Well, while we're waiting in line, there was not a big line. There was one person in front of us. There was 2 girls working it, right? And there was a man with this one woman. And she was talking and talking and talking, and she was pointing. As she was talking, she was pointing down to the counter. And you know how they do. They put those things, stickers on the counter explaining their programs. I told Holly, because I recognized it. I'm old enough to know when I see some smoke. I said, they better not try to sell me no big membership. I want the basics, because I don't know how often we're going to come. We're far away. I don't know how often we're going to come. I don't even know if we're going to like it. Don't want nothing but the basic, and they better not try to sell me more. Well, I knew they would, but I didn't know how hard. So they have to be getting some kind of stipend for every membership that they sell. The premium, whatever it's called, I don't know. She was relentless. I said, I just want the basic. Me and Holly were going to split it. She'd pay half and I'd pay half. $30 a piece. I was okay. I'll do that. You want the blah, blah, blah. No, I want the basic. But, and she pointed down to the thing. You get this. I said, well, I don't know that we'll be here that often. But she kept saying but and pointing, but and pointing. And I kept telling her, I don't want it. And I was trying to be as nice as I could be, but I was firm. I don't want it. I have explained, I don't know that we'll come that often. I will not use it to get $120 worth of use out of it. I just want the basic. She says, but you get your money back. You get $60 back. I'm like, okay, then tell me about that. What a, oh my gosh. I should have known it was a scam. You know how you get your $60 back? In purchases. You get 2% back of your purchases up to $60. That's how you get your 60 back. She made out the way she said it was, here's your promotion. You pay $120 now, so we're going to turn around and give you 60 back. There's some promotion. No. I told her, I said, are you kidding me? I am not going to spend enough money in this store to get $60, which is 2% of whatever. I cannot do the math. It's not going to happen. We live in Kannapolis. We're far away. We're not going to be here that often, and we don't purchase that many items. But I looked at Holly. I said, Holly, do you feel like putting out $60 today? Because I don't. She said, no, I don't. And we were getting ready to turn around and walk. I'm telling you, I'm one of these people that push me to the point, and I will do without and walk. I will not cave. And I was not going to cave if she was not backing off. That relentlessness, I don't take kindly to being pushed. We had a man push us on some carpet or something way back when I lived in the trailer, and I told him he could leave, and I made him leave. I don't care. There's plenty enough other people out there looking for business that are not like that. There's a Sam's and there's a BJ's. No problem. Anyway, I was fixing to walk and just tell Holly, let's just go on home. We'll go and see what BJ's, because we've been a member of BJ's. We just don't go that often. And I told her that. I'm like, look, we were a member of BJ's that is right there at our house, and we never went. So we're not going to come up here that often. Holly's like, no, she didn't want to spend the $60. I wasn't going to spend $60 yesterday. That was not going to happen. Okay, so you just want the basic. Yes, I do. So, oh my gosh. She finally sold us the basic. We each paid her $30. We went over there, we got our buggies, and we started shopping. Can I just tell you, all the rude people of the universe were at Costco in that town. I'm not even going to name the town because I don't want to throw them under the bus, because I don't know where these people come from. I don't know if they lived in that town or if they come from other places like I did. But they all congregated at the Costco. There was no rhyme or reason to that store. People were all just crawling in front of you, cutting you off. All signs of the... I go to Sam's down here in town. Nowhere near have I ever experienced such a mess as that up there. Even Holly, 25-year-old Holly, who's just in the prime of her life, told me, Mama, I'm about ready to call this quits and go home. I said, you too? I didn't think it would get on her nerves like old lady me, but it did. So I drug around. I got through. I didn't go up every aisle over where the canned food and stuff was. I noticed they have a lot of food we don't eat. They have a lot of like health type food, and I'm sorry, we just don't eat it. We don't eat the fancy this and fancy that, and we just basic people. So there was really nothing in the and plus on Weight Watchers, there's a lot of things that you don't get. Even though you can have whatever you want, there's a lot of things you just don't want to spend the points on that they sell, mainstream food. And a lot of what we eat is not really mainstream food, like Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah, we can have it, but do we want it enough to buy a big Costco-sized package of it? No, I don't need 6 boxes of macaroni and cheese. stuff like that. And then, the chickpea pastas. And now if you're on purple plan, that would be perfect for you, but I'm not on the purple plan, so I don't want it. The quinoa things. Now, Holly eats quinoa. I just filmed something in there a while ago, and I noticed her her pot of quinoa chili or something she made last night for supper. She went to bed and forgot to put it up, and it's sitting on the in the outsides of the video. So when I finished it, I moved it over. Anyway, if you see a video, if that makes it in the video, I'm experimenting with something. If you see a pot of something over there, it's her quinoa chili. So she likes that. But there's other stuff, So anyway, we get through that, and then I got through the frozen section, which I was shocked that the frozen section was not bigger than it was. It was not as big as our Sam's, I do not think. And they had a lot of specialty things, not a lot of... I can't describe... Costco was like a fancy Sam's, in my opinion. And y'all might not think it's fancy, but to me, it was country go to city. So, I did find, you'll see in my haul coming up, I did find some things. By the time we got over, I didn't look at the meat because I wasn't buying no meat, so I don't know how the meat prices were because I didn't look at that. I went through like the little cheese and lunch meat section where I didn't need none of that, but I, scrolled through it, and I did go over and get a few items from the produce, but to me, they were too high. They were too expensive. I think 8 ears of corn for $4 is too much when I can go right down to here at Food Line and get 3 for $1. Things like that. The blueberries were like $7 for some blueberries. No, not happening. I can go down to Aldi's and get it for, oh my gosh, who knows? So there was just a couple things that I wanted that I got. Some bananas, raspberries, you'll see. By the time we got through there, I just told her, I said, I got to go. And she said, good. She was ready. As we were walking towards the register, because we were on the other side of the store, and that's the side of the store, hold on. That's the side of the store where all the non-food items were. We didn't even walk over there. Their bakery section is very small too. I don't buy a bakery, but I like to look at it. I like to, as we were heading toward the front, that's when I spotted the pillows that I'm going to show you. I had tried to buy some, I was going to buy some online, and they were on sale, but they were still a little bit higher than I wanted, which I was going to pay just for the fact that I was going to have them shipped to me, and they had a style that I really wanted. I liked it. It was very pretty. They were out of that one. So I didn't want to pay that price for something that I kind of liked. I wanted to get something I liked, because this is going to be on my front porch, and it's not something I change out every month, like my little thingy or, hanging on the wall. As we were walking, these pillows caught my eye. I'm like, hey, hold up, Holly. I think these are pillows for the porch. So I went over there, and it was a pack of 2 for $14.99, and they're huge. They're almost, I'm looking at it, it's twice the size of my other little pillows for half the price. So it is close to the pattern I wanted to buy, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's very pretty. It's colorful. It looks nice out here on the porch, and I've had the other ones for 2 years. I'll probably change them back come the fall because they're red and white. So unless I see a deal on outdoor cushions in fall colors, which I doubt they make, because nobody puts cushions on their chairs in the fall. But so we got that, and then we went up there and got in line. It was a sweet woman. They instead of doing the self-checkout, they do it for you at the self-checkout. And she said, how you doing? I said, well, this is our first time. She says, well, welcome. Oh my gosh. She wrapped up the experience in a nice little bow. The package was, but the bow on top was her. Beautiful. I said, our first time, I said, and boy, this place is big. I said, I barely got around, so we didn't even see the whole thing. She said, well, we have those little motorized carts. I said, honey, do you know how ugly people are to you when you ride those carts? She said, no. I said, I've ridden them. I several years back. You think I'm bad now? I could not walk. I could barely get from the car to the door of Walmart. So I would go in and I would take the scooter. You want to see how hateful society can be? Get in one of those scooters. Do an experiment. Whether you need to or not, do an experiment. And especially if you're a big person, they all look at you like you're lazy. You can read their minds because of the looks on their face. Just because you're big and you're in a scooter, must nothing be wrong with you except that you're just fat and lazy. People will walk in front of you. I have had people, I'm sitting there, I'm shopping on that thing. This woman literally leaned over my body to get something off of the shelf. People will, when I'm going, they will just go right in front of you. They will look at you. They will stare at you. You will see the ugly of people. Some of you I know now, sometimes there are nice people, but it was not, my experience having to do that is not enough. I will do it again. I told her, I said, no, I said, I just prefer not to do that. And we checked out, we got in the car. And I told Holly, I said, I would rather come 2 times and do half the store than to face the ridicule of driving in that cart. And she said, I agree. Because she went with me. Every time I would go to the store, she would go with me. So she was my helper. She saw how they did me. She knew. And so she's like, yeah, I agree. So that was my Costco experience. I'm not blaming Costco. They can't help they're big. And they can't help everybody wants to shop there. But that was still my experience. Will I go back? I'm sure I will. I paid $30, which I can get back if I want to. If I decide I'm not using it. She says I can get my money back. And me and Holly said, we're not sure that we won't. Because neither one of us found that much. I probably would get $30 worth of use out of it in a year's time. We'll see. But it's a major undertaking to go. It's not just running down here to Food Line and getting what you need and go. It's a good little drive. It's a long time in the store and then a little drive home. But I did find a few things I was happy about that I buy anyway. I just got a bigger, like big box of Kodiak. That'll last me till my membership runs out. Unless I start making a lot of Denise's donuts. I think that was my goat neighbor. I've told y'all about my goat. Old Goat. I think that was Mrs. Old Goat getting in her car. Listen, I thought Uncle Eddie had come back home, but now I think he's gone again. I think he come over there, opened up the window, and went off and left the window open. There's probably cats, rats, raccoons, possums, everything up in the house. Because the bushes is all up in front of the windows, so they probably squirrels. Probably climbing up in that bush, living up in that house. And I thought they was cleaning them old vehicles out, but they was not. So I don't know what's going on over there. If they let the trees and the brush grow up, we won't have to see it. It'll just look like woods. It'll be one of them old houses that gets lost. When you're going out in the country and everything, and then the winter comes and the leaves comes off the tree, you can see old houses back in there, dilapidated. That's what's going to be over there. So anyway, I didn't mean to do all this much of talking the same day I got to do a grocery haul, because I don't know how long that'll be. Yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about. We'll just go. I did do on Trader Joe's, I bought some. You'll see it. I can't get my word. Wax coated, beeswax coated cloth that you use as bowl covers instead of plastic wrap. And so I just did a video of us seeing how that worked, and I liked it, so stay tuned for that. So that's all I know. We'll go do the grocery haul, and I'll see you for something. Bye. All right, let's get started with Trader Joe's. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this waxed cotton food wrap. 100% cotton infused with beeswax, pine rosin, and jojoba oil. You're supposed to be able to warm this in your hands and shape it to your food containers instead of plastic wrap. I was just intrigued. They had different patterns. I thought that yellow was just real pretty. It says don't put it on hot foods because it'll melt the beeswax, but you can warm it in your hands. I thought, well, we would check this out together. Yeah, it's exactly what it says. It is wax coated fabric. So I wonder. Oh, okay. I can tell. See how it's going to mold? Look. Did you hear it sticking to my fingernail? I'm excited to try that. And you just rinse it and wash it clean. You cut it to size. Like you have certain bowls that you don't have lids for. Just go ahead and cut it to fit those. And wash it. And I have a little rod over here in front of above my sink, in front of the window that I hang my plastic bags from. I can just drip this to dry too. So I thought that's pretty cool. I'll let you know if I like it or not. Then I also picked up a set of 3 kitchen towels, and I got orange for Chuck because they had different colors, and I saw the orange. I'm like, oh, he would have gone straight for that. So these are for Chuck. This is from, I cannot even say it. You see that word right there? That's where they're from. I'm not even going to try to butcher it. But it says 100% cotton, and the softer they become, the more you wash them. So I like these. They don't have lint and stuff like that. So I thought those would be some good towels. Then I had to get some more of the Tea Tree Tingle body wash. This is what I had learned about from Danielle Nicole. And when I bought it, I have to have it now. And I'm almost out from my first purchase. It's peppermint, tea tree, and eucalyptus botanicals. It smells so good and it feels so good. They also have shampoo, maybe conditioner, but the body wash is the one thing I get. And then look what they had. I was shocked. Hand sanitizer in the pump and the spray. I'm going to keep this in my pocketbook. So this is grapefruit and lemon. I didn't smell it. I have my mask on. I know it smells good. And then this is, it may not even have a scent. I don't know. But they did have a limit of 3 of all, whichever kind that you got. Just a 3 altogether. So I just got 1 of each. Now, let's see what else we got. Okay, how about up front? Some of the organic carrots of many colors. I just think they're so pretty, and I think they're sweeter too. Even Holly agrees. She thinks they're sweeter. She likes these too. So they as cheap as regular carrots, and if I can get some carrots in my belly, then I'm gonna somehow put them on the menu for the week. And then these organic radishes of many colors. I know Denise was talking about you can roast them, and I never have, but I do know the smaller ones are sweeter. So for eating raw, I got a pack that had like little small ones in it. And then this is not a cantaloupe, it's some kind of melon. Hold on. Gallia? Arizona grown Gallia melon. Looks like a cantaloupe. I'm not sure what it's going to be like inside. It smells pretty much like a cantaloupe. Then the little teeny tiny avocados. Those are perfect 1 serving size. The polenta, we like it. You just it's just cornmeal mush. That's all it is. Polenta is cornmeal mush. It is firm. 1/5 of this whole log is only 2 points, and you just slice it into little rounds and pan fry it. You can put syrup on it if you want to. We just kind of eat it plain with some salt on it as a side dish. And the fat-free feta cheese, 0 points for 1 ounce. It's good too. I've bought this one before. This was in the freezer section. Creamy spinach and artichoke dip. 2 tablespoons is 2 points. I thought, well, something different. Something different for a change. We can maybe have that this weekend or something. When we're just, well, he won't be sitting around, but at some point, I hate to say when we're sitting around because he doesn't do a lot of sitting around. Bless his heart. And then this is what I wanted. This is the one thing I wanted. The vegetable bird's nest. Oh, and I forgot. Hold on. These are 2 points for 1. And there's like 8, I think. Yeah, 8 in a pack. To us, they taste like onion rings. And I put them in the air fryer. We love them. I also had 2 bags of the charred corn. It's over in the freezer. I put it up. We had to come in and went back out. So I got 2 bags of corn too. Those are 0 points. And then I like their fat-free refried beans. Theirs are 0. They're traditional style. And they're really good too. These, David's already been munching on them. Garlic and onion pistachios. When I come in, I gave them to him. He said, oh, I better put them up because I could eat all those. He said they were really good. They're 5 points for 30 grams unshelled and 60 grams with the shells. This was intriguing. Popcorn in a pickle. 1 ounce is, let me get down there, 5 points. The guy that was bagging the groceries, he said there was a woman came in there earlier today, and bought, what'd he say, 10 or 12 bags. I said, I hope she tried it first. He said she did. He said she got home and all the kids were like taking it, and one, running here with it, she just went and got everybody their own bags. So, I hope it's good. And then this is another new product. Patio potato chips. This is what caught my attention. It's a mixed bag. Sea salt and vinegar, delicious deal, homestyle ketchup, and smoking sweet barbecue flavored potato chips. All in one bag. 1 ounce is 4 points. So I just couldn't pass it up. The checkout, the register, she said they were probably the best potato chips she's ever eaten, texture-wise. That's what she told me. Now, if it's a lie, she told it. And these, I'm going to have to be careful. Pretzel pieces, it's the honey mustard and onion. It's like the Hanovers. These are 4 points for 1 ounce as well. I want to try to maybe grind some up in the food processor, coat some chicken tenders and throw it in the air fryer to get that flavor and make it go a little bit further with having some protein attached to it. I'm going to work on that. This organic dressing, balsamic and fig. Whew, that sounds delicious. And 2 tablespoons for 2 points. I think it sounds like a delicious chicken marinade. That's what me and Holly were talking about. So I've not opened it and tried it yet, but it sounds utterly divine. Then the final thing, Trader Joe's Sprinkle Jangle. Sprinkle Jangle. A cheerful mix of fan favorite candy treats. Yes, it's exactly what it says it is. Now you can see me and her We ate like 3 pieces each coming home, and then we put it up. So, all right. Well, that is it for the Trader Joe's. Okay, I thought we would try this cloth together. This is the dish I'm going to bake my cheesecake in, and I don't have a lid for this one. Perfect time to try this. So, I want to, let's see. It's going to take up a big chunk of it, but you can use it on, not just this, on other things too. So, I want it to overlap. That's going to be some extra, but I'll trim that. I want it to overlap there. Let's see. That's a little bit sticky. Maybe about right there. Now there's gonna be some waste because I don't want that. Let's see, maybe that will work. Okay, there won't be. All right. Now, it says you can warm it up in your hands, so I'm just going to kind of play with it a little bit. It's very easy to work with. I don't think it needs very much warming. Okay, now the big test. See if it sticks. So, okay, my cheesecake's in there. I'm going to form this. Fold those up. I was going to cut them off, but who knows what else I might use that needs those little flaps. So I'm just going to fold them up. There we go. That is nice and covered. Nice and covered. It's a nice seal. You can see the seal. Okay, now let's take it off and see that it's easy to smooth back out. Look at that. It just undoes itself right away. And since I'm not a good roller, I would just fold it up on itself, since we know that it comes back apart very easy. And there you go. I say that is a success. Nowhere near as aggravating to mess with as plastic wrap. Y'all know how irritating that stuff is. Oh, it's time to get Flare up. Hold on. I'm sorry, I got her up already to come over here and do this, and I forgot to turn Alexa off, so sorry. Anyway, I like this. I'm excited to use it. And okay, that's all. I just wanted to bring you along in case you were ever over there and you thought maybe you wanted to try it, but you weren't sure if it worked or how it worked. I just wanted to let you see. Okay, my Costco haul, which is my first one ever. It's pretty small. Some raspberries, and I got the Brussels sprouts because a lot of them are small, and I like those. And bananas, and I like these little, if you can see, the little new potatoes. Can you see down there? I like those. And Kat over at Cat on Point, she said these golden kiwis are good. So she let it sit out and kind of soften up, I think, and it got sweeter. So I was eager to try that because the green ones are just a little bit too tart for me, a little bit too sour. Then I was happy to see the monk fruit golden. They didn't have the regular, but they had this one. And then they also had our regular Kodiak mix. So that was, I think, a good deal for that size box compared to the smaller boxes at the regular store. And this, the buttery word got me. Buttery Steakhouse. It says buttery, what does it say? Butter flavors. It just sounds delicious. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know. And then this does not look like the Jones's sausage that everybody gets, but it's the one they had, and they're 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. So I think that might be comparable, but that's everything I was able to get on my first Costco haul. No, I forgot my other thing. I got new pillows for the front porch. They come 2 to a pack, and they're like, when I got home, well, I put them in the car. Well, I put them in the buggy. I'm like, okay, they look bigger, but then I put them in the car. I'm like, they're really big. And then I come home and I looked at the ones outside, just from the road when I was pulling in. I think these are twice the size. So I don't know, but I thought they were just really, really pretty. And I've had the other ones out there for however long I've had my porch. 2 years now. So it was time for a new summery look. I happen to like these. So I'll try to remember to show them to you outside in the light on one of the chairs. There are my new cushions out here in the, well, it's not really sunshiny, but it's daylight. And don't look at all these mess on the floor. I hadn't swept. Stuff blows off that big old tree out there. But aren't those pretty? I need to water my little plant. I think is that the jade plant? I think it's the jade plant. It died last year, and that little sprouts come off, and I stuck them back in the dirt and saved them, but I hadn't watered it. So anyway, I told you I would show you those. I will show you this. Hold on. My hen and my chicks, I repotted them. I have had them. Them is my mama's. And she's been dead since 98. And these things have come back and never fully died out. My pots will get, I a lot of times have just pots and pots of them. They will get so full that they'll start dying out. And these are the ones earlier in the season that I saved out, and they're just really thriving. I don't see them making any chicks for some reason, but I just think hen and chicks are gorgeous. So I thinned all my herd down just to these ones right here. And I thought, well, I'd show them to you. Okay, that's all.